So the first thing is about COVID-19 and timing in general. Okay, so as David mentioned, none of this is advice, and that's really important because we don't know what's going to happen. And I think I want to get out of the way straight up that I don't know what's going to happen. We know that there's been a massive disruption to the economy. Anything could happen. But what I am going to show you are patterns and cycles that have occurred in the past in comparable circumstances so that we can maybe come up with an idea of what's going to happen next. But you've got to do what's right for you. And this is just, I guess, a look at how the property market works and how cycles work. So do what's right for you, but I'm going to give you a bit of a history lesson on real estate cycles, and we'll see where that takes us. But I don't know what's going to happen. All right. So firstly, just in terms of mindset. So a time like this, it's time to think big. And the first thing is you're going to need to have some uncertainty tolerance, some resilience, because we don't know what's going to happen, and you need to accept that real estate comes with risk. So real estate was never really that easy, and I think we talk about real estate being passive. It's not really that passive either. I was painting a property a couple of weeks ago. Property is hard work, but it's extremely rewarding. But you're going to need to have uncertainty tolerance. And the reason for that is, in the 1930s, during the Great Depression, more millionaires were created in the United States than in any other decade, which means that with all this uncertainty comes a lot of opportunity. But you need to be doing something to take up that opportunity, right? So watching the parade go by is not going to yield any results for you. So you need to have some uncertainty tolerance. The second thing is, and this is probably the most important thing that I'm going to say tonight, is that the virus is temporary. The easy money is here to stay. And that is so critical. In 12 months' time, we won't be in lockdown, but they won't be able to walk back the zero interest rates. They won't be able to walk back all the stimulus. And this is so important. So there's going to be a time when we wake up and everyone's back to work, or at least, I think unemployment will be high, but things will normalize to an extent, and people are going to realize interest rates are zero and they're never going up. So stimulus is like a Hotel California. You can check in, but you can't check out. Easy money's here to stay. And the final thing is that residential real estate gives you long-term recurring income. Of course, it's subject to the reliability of the tenants, but it's a very low risk asset. And it gives you long-term sort of stable income. And when everyone else's income's going down, the residential real estate, which is locked in at 12-month leases, is going to put that money in your pocket every month. So residential real estate's low risk, relatively speaking, and there are opportunities out there.